mixed economy is an economic system in which both the private sector and state direct the economy, reflecting characteristics of both market and planned economies. Most mixed economies can be described as market economies with strong regulatory oversight, and many mixed economies feature a variety of government-run enterprises and governmental provision of public goods. The advantages are greater choice for service users, more responsive to needs, and greater flexibility in range of services are often more cost-effective. The disadvantages are two-tier system winners or losers were not as cost-effective as thought, more administration, geographic, and leanness.
When price goes up, each unit of currency buys fewer goods and services. High inflation rate has a number of negative effects. Nowadays, economics favor a low and steady rate of inflation because it keeps the risk the lowest to the economy. Now let's look at the recent 10 years inflation rate in China and the United States. And as you can see, United States has smaller fluctuation. And as you know, from 2% to 5% is a normal inflation rate.
USA versus China. Who has the better future? By 2050, China's population is projected to be 1.46 billion, while the US will be at 400 million. This staggering difference will allow a continued cheap labor force and large market size in China. Round 1, China. The US has a smaller, more expensive labor force, but it has more developed infrastructure and internal political stability to support its free market. Politically, economically, and culturally, the United States remains the most influential country in the world. Round 2, USA. China is the world's largest exporter and second largest importer. China also became the most favored nation in trade with the United States. Round 3, China. Although the U.S. is ranked number 3 for exports, it has the world's largest national economy with a GDP or gross domestic product of 15 trillion annually. Round 4, USA. China's GDP does not match America's, but rates have grown significantly over the past few years. Many economists predict China's GDP to overtake that of the U.S. within several decades. Round 5, China. There are challenges awaiting the U.S. in the future, but it has faced stiff competition before and has ended up on top. History favors the U.S. Round 6, USA. So which side wins? You, the audience, decides. Tell us what you think in comments.
Interview.
Okay, everybody. Today we're going to talk about the difference between Chinese economy and American economy. And we're really glad to invite Mr. Rick to talk about this question. So, Mr. Rick, what's your opinion about this?
Well, there's different opinions and different points that we can talk about. But one of the most important points, I think, is the land. In China, you cannot own land. You only borrow it from the government, and you can only borrow it for 70 years. In America, you can buy your land, and there's no way the government will take it away from you unless you sell it. Cities and different municipalities in the United States earn money from the property taxes paid on the land. That's a similarity between China and America. In China, they also pay taxes. Another point we can talk about are privately owned businesses in America that are not controlled by the government. Although we have some businesses like the railway, like Amtrak, that's completely owned by, not owned, but controlled by the government. In China, all businesses are somehow controlled by the government. Another point that we can talk about are labor regulations in China. Labor is is not regulated as much as it is in the United States. Did you know that?
Yeah, I kind of know that. And actually, we have both China and America has the minimum wages for the labor workers. However, for the number, the wages in China and America are probably the same. But we use different currencies. In America, U.S. dollars worth per 6 times the Chinese yuan.
The black market.
Hello everybody, I'm Jay and this is Rick again.
How you doing?
And today we're going to talk about the other economic thing about America and China. I'm very excited about that.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so one question comes to me is, what do you think about the black market in both countries?
Oh, the black market. It's very interesting. Here in America, we used to have something called Napster. And we used to download music for free.
Oh,
Absolutely free.
I didn't know that.
But all of a sudden, a group named Metallica came along and said we needed to pay for their music. And so Metallica destroyed Napster. And that's the truth. In China, part of the black market is a application called Baidu Music, where you don't have to pay for music. You can download it absolutely free. You're
And
not
it's
paying,
legal.
and it's legal. You're not paying for any copyrighted material. Deeper into the black market, you can go into China and get a copy of Nike shoes that will cost you $140 here in America, but maybe cost you $40 in China. Yeah.
谁还记得是谁先说永远的爱我？以前的一句话是我们以后的伤口。过了太久，没人记得当初那些温柔。我和你手牵手，说要一起走到